I'm Andrea Esselman.
And I'm Sophia Krysa with your weekly news update. The university is always looking for entertainment for students that offers alternatives to going downtown, and the first week of the semester was no exception. Professional hypnotist Kevin Hurley hypnotized several USC students last week. The students were convinced that they were at the beach and had become animals and were a part of a dance competition while they were hypnotized. Hurley made sure to include the crowd in much of the event, making it a fun night for everyone. He spoke about his advice for aspiring entertainers.
If you think you got something, do it. I mean, it's ridiculous. I bring strangers up and make them sleep on stage and do funny stuff. So I would say stick it out, follow your dreams. Not to be too cliche, but I think if you really want to, you can make whatever you want out of it.
Students took their day off from classes last Monday to honor the legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. by participating in community service. Students started off MLK Day by gathering at Davis Field to sign up for the service project of their choosing. Around 210 volunteers worked in various places around Columbia, such as the Salvation Army and Randolph Cemetery. USC President Harris Pastides stopped by the Project Hope worksite to check on the students' progress.
I think students who volunteered to be with us today, look, they could have slept late, they could have been hanging out with their friends, and by the way, I do hope they have some free time later in the day, but they chose to come out and be part of this great world that we live in and this great community. So they are, for me, the cream of the crop. They are the very best we have at Carolina.
A closing ceremony was held at the Russell House Ballroom after the volunteers completed their service. U.S. Secretary of Labor Thomas Perez was the featured speaker for this event. Perez encouraged students to give back to their communities and treat every day like MLK Day.
My experience in the world of service is that I feel like I get back more than I give, and I hope people will make ML King Day a regular part of their life. Every day or every week, we should find ways to engage in that service.
The Leadership and Service Center at USC held the event along with other service projects throughout the week. This year is the 19th year in which the Day of Service was held at USC.
Students gathered at the Russell House Bookstore last Tuesday for the first open mic night of the semester. Open Mic Night is an event put on by Carolina Productions, where students can come together and showcase their comedic talent. Second-year student Hayden Childress talked to SGTV on why he performs at Open Mic Nights.
I do the open mics just because I like to practice a lot of new material. I'm always working on things, and it's great to see how it plays with a real crowd. It's also good to get a lot of practice in, even if it's not something new. I like to be in front of people.
After the break, Andrea will have the latest on recent student senate meeting and why the students were forced to evacuate from the Honors College Residence Hall this past Saturday. Stay tuned!
Welcome back to M&M. We continue with your university news. The issues of academic integrity and resources were at the forefront of USC's Student Senate meeting last Wednesday. Senator Grace Zimmerman proposed a plan to require students to write a statement on their final exam stating that they practice personal and academic integrity. Arguments against the idea came from the notion that the act would become similar to habitually writing your name on top of a graded assignment. Support came for the plan came from senators from the College of Nursing who are already required to write down a similar statement. Other notable moments included student body president Lindsay Richardson speaking about the university's plans to make academic resources such as textbooks more affordable to students. Two bills also proposed during the meeting. The first was from Senator Philip Allen, who wants to expand the time in which new candidates for Senate can be interviewed and confirmed. The second bill proposed by the Senate Finance Committee would allocate funds to organizations such as the College Libertarians and the NAACP. Student Senate meets every Wednesday night during the semester. In other news, residents of the Honors Residence Hall were evacuated after an apparent kitchen fire last Saturday. Members of the Columbia Fire Department and Police Department arrived quickly after the alarm was triggered. Firefighters entered the building only to quickly return after a few minutes. The Columbia Fire Department confirmed on Twitter that the alarm was not set off by fire, but by burnt food in a microwave. Nobody was injured at the scene. After this short break, Sophia will be back with your news from around Columbia. Stay tuned.
See, we at Capital City Sports didn't think enough people on campus knew about us, so we decided to create an awesome commercial to tell people that we mean business.
Well, how's that going for you?
Well...
All right, everybody, get into places right now. Nick, get off your phone. Blake, get off your phone. Stan, your hair is the wrong way, opposite direction. Flip it. Katie, why are you looking at me like that? And lights, please. Lights, lights. All right, and action.
This is Capital City. Ah!
All right, throw the ball.
Oh, what the?
All right, is the fan ready? Get that started. All right, and turn your heads right now.
I love sports. What's my line?
This is not how the commercial is supposed to go. No, that's not what I mean by a stand-up. You're white. You must not know about me. I don't care. This looks terrible.
It's going pretty good.
Welcome back to Monday Night Mashup. This is your local news. Just in case you didn't already know, Super Bowl Sunday is coming up, and with it, a local legacy is being continued. Spring Valley High School junior Grace Smith is serving on the 2014-2015 Super Bowl of Caring National Youth Advisory Board. The Super Bowl of Caring outreach was founded by Smith's father, Reverend Brad Smith, 25 years ago. The outreach encourages youths to collect donations through their schools and churches on Super Bowl Sunday. The money is then donated to a local charity of the student's choice. Super Bowl of Caring has grown from a local Columbia charity to a nationwide organization. Last year, it collected over $8.4 million nationwide. Smith is joined by Richland Northeast High School junior Juan Pacheco, and both have been heard at work, getting the word out throughout Columbia. Smith says she is eager to get more involved in the youth-led movement, and that she believes that it is amazing that anyone can make a difference. Moving on, 2 local boys have been charged with arson after a fire at Wal-Mart on Bush River Road this past New Year's Eve. An 11-year-old has been charged with third-degree arson and shoplifting, while a 13-year-old has been charged with third-degree arson. Police say that the 11-year-old is accused of stealing a lighter and intentionally setting fire to the greeting card aisle of the store. According to fire responders at the scene, the fire caused millions of dollars worth of damage. Afterward, the juveniles were returned to their respective parents. They will likely be petitioned to Lexington Family Court. That's it for our local news. This week, Avery Bofinger will have your weather after this. Stick around.
Welcome back to Monday Night Mashup. I'm Avery Bofinger with your weekly weather report. Today in Columbia, we had a high of 57, but unfortunately we got some showers. These showers are supposed to continue into tonight with a low of 30, but if you are leaving your house tonight, be prepared with a warm clothing and an umbrella. This week will continue to stay in the 50s with 0 to little chance of rain. Tuesday and Wednesday you can expect the sun to be shining with a high of 52. However, if you have an early or late class on Tuesday or Wednesday, be sure to layer up because it's going to get in the high 20s. Getting further into the week, Thursday to Saturday will be cloudy days. We will still have weather in the 50s with temperatures dropping into the night, so make sure to be prepared and stay warm. Sunday we will, however, be hit with some rain showers. The Southeast region's temperatures will be normal winter temperatures this week. Miami Beach will be in the 70s, the Atlanta area will be in the 50s, and moving a little more west to New Orleans will be in the 50s. And if you're traveling a little north to Charlotte at all this week, expect to be just a little more chilly. Moving on to national weather, if you have family and friends in the Northeast region, tell them to stay safe and stay warm as the blizzard hits today. Winter Storm Juno has started today, but will be in full effect in Northeast region starting at sundown, going into tomorrow. The Boston area is predicted to get about 2 feet. New York will be about 8 to 12 inches, and Philadelphia has about 5 to 8 inches. Winter Storm Juno has caused many flights to be canceled tonight to and from the Northeast region, and it seems it will cause many more cancellation delays tomorrow. This concludes this week's weather update. Stick around for sports with Jesikah Lawrence after the break.
Don't panic. Push your bypass with the bag over your head. Push your bypass away from the end.
Welcome back to M&M. I'm Jesikah Lawrence with the University Sports. The South Carolina swimming team wrapped up their regular season with a dominant performance this past Saturday, defeating Queens, Wingate, and Vanderbilt. The men defeated Queens 200 to 140 and 47, and Wingate 200 to 140. The women picked up wins against the 3 schools that day. Trinity Shemaski won the 650 freestyle for the women with a career best of 17 minutes. Freshman Akar Mahmoud set a school record of 40.58 with his NCAAB. The Gamecocks won 21 of the 28 competitions that day. Carolina will the next event February 17th through the 21st at Auburn. The men's basketball team was defeated by number 1 Kentucky 58 to 43 this past weekend. Kentucky was neck and neck with Carolina with a 24-23 lead with 4.5 minutes left in the first half. However, the Wildcats quickly stepped up the net and went into the second half with a score of 29-25. The Gamecocks did manage to attempt 14 more field goals than Kentucky with the help of 18 offensive rebounds. The game was the 6th to be sold out in the Colonial Life Arena's history for a Carolina men's basketball game. With a record of 10-8, the Gamecocks will travel to LSU Wednesday for a 7 p.m. game. The USC's women's basketball team maintained their undefeated record against Florida last Monday. The Gamecocks easily won against the Gators 77 to 42. Tiffany Mitchell led the team with 18 of those points, while Lena Coates managed to grab 13 rebounds to lead the defense. USC is currently hosting Texas A&M at the Colonial Life Arena. Their next game after tonight's will be against Alabama at home this Thursday. There will be more Monday Night Mashup after this. Don't go away.
Welcome back. So you had a Super Bowl story earlier today and made me remember that we have Super Bowl coming up on Sunday.
Super exciting. I'm just going to stay home and mourn my Giants not being in the Super Bowl this year. What are your plans?
I know my sorority house is making a good dinner with wings and everything.
Ooh.
So I think my favorite thing about the Super Bowl Sunday is definitely the food.
Agreed.
Sure.
What about you?
I might watch it. My mom's really sad that Green Bay didn't go to Super Bowl, so I'm really upset about that.
Well, that's great. All right. Thank you so much for watching this edition of Monday Night Mashup. Be sure to follow our coverage throughout the week on our website and follow us on Twitter at SGTV News 4. Also, check out our weekend previews online every Friday for your university update on what is happening in and around the area. Have a great week and have a great evening.
Yeah, there's definitely a part of me, living in the Green Quad. I mean, late, they could have been hanging out with their friends and